Tennessee State Standard US.10. This standard says that you need to be able to explain the characteristics and impact of the Carranger movement and populism, emphasizing the conflicts between farmers and the railroads. So with this state standard, first thing you have to understand is you have to understand the conflict that's going on between two groups of people in the United States. So the conflict is between Carrangers and monopolies, railroads, businesses, whatever you want to call them. So first thing you got to understand is who are the Carrangers. Okay, the Carrangers are farmers. All right, so here's your Carrangers up here at the top. Carrangers are farmers who worked out in the Midwest. They raised their crops, and they were reliant on the railroad to sell their crops. All right, so let's just write that down. They were reliant on railroad to help sell crops. And the reason these Carrangers were relying on that is they were relying on them because they had to transport them to markets that would sell them. Okay, they couldn't sell them out in the country. They had to send them to cities where people were living. So what starts to happen during this time period is you have the emergence of monopolies. And what a monopoly is, we've talked about it, it's where a business owns pretty much an entire business. So like, for instance, railroads were owned by one major company. And if you wanted to use the railroad, you had to use whatever that company's lines. And what that meant is they were going to overcharge you for stuff. So what starts to happen is that these monopolies, they begin to overcharge the railroads, or they begin to overcharge the farmers. So they say, look, farmer, if you want to get your crops to market, you're going to have to pay us these ridiculous rates. We're not just going to give you a good deal. Well, the problem is the higher rates the farmer has to pay, the less money they can make. So higher rates for farmers equals less profit. So these farmers, they're relying on the selling of their goods to be able to make a living. And whenever the railroad starts charging them more and more money to transport their goods, these poor farmers can't make ends meet. And if farmers can't exist, then we're going to struggle in the United States because we're not going to have any food to eat. So the farmers decide enough is enough, and they unite together and they form this group called the Carrangers. And the Carrangers is a political party. So it's a political party of farmers. And together, the Carrangers are going to fight back against these monopolies. And so you really have, it's kind of like a David and Goliath kind of thing. You got this, small farmer who's taking on these monopolies that are worth millions of dollars, and no one really knows or expects the farmers to be able to be successful. Now, in the end of this fight, the farmers actually win. And it's a huge victory, and it shows that America is moving away from this thing called the Gilded Age. We're moving into a time period where the government is going to be more involved fighting monopolies. So what the farmers accomplish is they accomplish what are called the Carranger Laws. And what the Carranger Laws did is they stopped what's called price discrimination. And what price discrimination is exactly what we've been talking about on the last slide. It's basically where farmers were being charged more by the railroads. And the reason, like we said, they were being charged more is they had no alternative. The farmers had to use the railroads. So the farmers take their case to the United States, the government listens to it, makes this law, and it shows that farmers have power. And so it stops railroads from charging farmers crazy prices. So the railroad can no longer charge crazy prices. And like I said, this is a huge win for farmers across the United States. Now, the other thing that we got to look at with this state standard is we got to look at this cartoon. This cartoon right here is a very, very important cartoon with the Carrangers. And at first look, you've got a lot of stuff going on in this cartoon. So let's just kind of look at it first. What you've got is you've got a train in the background back here, and this train is rolling down the tracks, And instead of having train trestles or like wood planks underneath the train, you actually have people that are laying underneath the tracks. And if you look at these people, they're completely oblivious. For instance, this guy down here is reading the paper. This guy right here is smoking a cigarette. This guy's like, I don't know, counting money or something. They're just all kind of oblivious. And then you look, there's one person who sees what's going on. All right, and he is trying to warn everybody else about what is going on. And that one person that's warning people is the Granger. Right there where you can see it. So the Granger is warning the people. Now the big question here is the important one is what is he warning them about? All right, what is the Granger trying to do? And if you look at him, he's pointing at the railroad. And on the railroad cars, you can't really see them that well because it's kind of small, but there's different things written on each car. For instance, that one says bribery, this one says extortion, all these bad things the railroad is doing. So the big thing you got to know about this that you got to pick up on is the farmer is warning the everyday people about the evils of the railroad. All right, and you could just look. So the farmer is warning everyday people of the evils of the railroad. And if you just look, you can tell people are oblivious. They don't know the evils of the railroad, right? They're laying under the tracks waiting to get crushed. And the farmer, this Granger, is the only one that sees the evil. He's saying, guys, look, the price discrimination, all these things that the railroad's doing is terrible and it's going to harm you. It's going to kill you. All right, so you've got that Granger who's seeing that and he's warning the American people, which is exactly what the Granger movement was all about.